Why do mini beasts fly? Small creatures have to get about in order to find food, a mate, and a new place to live. They also need to be able to escape from predators. Insects use many ways of getting about. Some of them crawl and others run. Some of them jump and others wiggle. Some of them can even fly. Most insects that fly have two pairs of wings, which beat together. Spiders are insects that can fly but do not have wings. A young wolf spider has released a long silken thread, and the wind will pluck the thread into the air, whisking the young spider away with it. Beetles have two pairs of wings. The first pair is very tough and protects the delicate flying wings, which are folded underneath when not in use. Dragonflies chase other flying insects by rapidly beating their outstretched wings. Emperor dragonfly. Damselflies fly by fluttering their wings. They catch their flying insects by grasping them with their legs. Butterflies fly during the daytime. Some of them slowly flap their large, colorful wings. The wings of the painted ladyworm warn other insects to keep away. Flies are the best acrobats of the insect world. They can even land upside down on a ceiling. Flies have only one pair of real wings. The rear wings are tiny bat-shaped objects which beat very fast. The wings of a swallow fly make a noise as they clap together. Hoverflies can hover, dart backwards and forwards, and even fly straight upwards. Midgets have one of the fastest wing beats. Some beat their wings over 1,000 times a second. Fairy flies have delicate feathery wings. They are one of the smallest flying insects. Many bugs fly at dusk. They can fly over 5 kilometers in search of a mate. How do mini beasts move along the ground? Many small creatures get about by crawling or running. Some of them have lots of short legs which they use to crawl about. Other creatures have fewer legs but are usually quite long. Long legs allow the creatures to run about quickly. Pseudo scorpions can run backwards as well as forwards. They are active hunters and crawl among decaying leaves in search of a meal. Pseudoscorpions have long, sensitive hairs in their rear to help them feel where they are going. Caterpillars usually have plenty of food around them, as they do not need to move far to find a meal. They have short legs. Common house centipedes have 30 legs. Some of the legs are longer than others so they do not trip themselves up. Harvest spiders have very long legs from have very long legs and a small body. To prevent them from toppling over, they bend their legs and keep their body close to the ground. The legs of harvest spiders are not used for speed. The spiders crawl through the vegetation where they live. Caterpillars have special suckers called prolegs on their bodies, which keep them firmly fixed on the twigs and leaves. Even in a strong wind, millipedes have over 100 pairs of legs which they use to crawl along the ground. Privet hawk moth caterpillar. Jewel beetles scurry about in search of food. They have beautiful colored wing cases. In South America, they are used as living jewelry, which is why they are called jewel beetles. Huntsman spiders hide underneath the bark of a tree. While they wait for their prey, they then race to catch it using their long legs. Golden huntsman spider. Woodlouse eating spider. Spiders have enormous jaws which are specially designed to catch woodlice. All spiders have 8 legs, which they use to run about. Do all mini beasts move by crawling around? Some creatures move about by hopping and jumping. Being able to jump suddenly is a good way to catch a meal or to escape from a predator. Some insects skate across the surface of water in search of food or a mate. Raft spiders stand half on the water and half on a water plant. They race across the water surface to catch their prey, which includes small fish. Grasshoppers and crickets have huge back legs. They use the strong muscles in these legs to catapult themselves high into the air. Fleas have large back legs, which allow them to jump very high, well over half a meter. Fleas jump onto animals such as cats where they can make their home. Tree hoppers hop from tree to tree in search of food. Pond skaters have waterproof hairs on their feet which help them to float on the water surface. Grasshoppers attract a mate by rubbing their back legs against their front wings to make a singing sound. Springtails can spring suddenly into the air using their special tail. The tail is tucked under the springtail's body. The tail straightens suddenly, making the springtail spring into the air. Jumping plant lice have very strong back legs, which means they can jump from plant to plant. Apple suckers are jumping plant lice which live on apple trees. Click beetles have a peg on their bodies, which they lie on their backs and bend. When they lie on their backs and bend, the peg pops free with a loud click and they jump into the air. Wriggling beetles skate quickly across the surface of a pond in a zigzag pattern. Jumping spiders have excellent sight. When they see a fly, they will leap into the air to catch it.